film in 3 minutes. Families are never easy. There's politics to deal with, commitments no one wants to make, the occasional shouting match during meals, and that's before I even get to the bad stuff. Disappointment over loved ones, comparisons between siblings. Oh, and there's also having to educate the next generation about the importance of preserving traditions. That just sounds like a lot of effort for very little profit, especially to a lazy university dropout who just so happens to be the focus of Pat Boonnitipat's beautiful How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies. Set in Talat Plu, Thailand, the story follows the trials and tribulations of a Thai-Chinese family, the center of which is M, played by Putipong Asarantanakul, a rudderless, lethargic, aspiring game streamer who, when learning his elderly grandmother Mengju has been diagnosed with stomach cancer, hatches a scheme to become the prime beneficiary of her inheritance by appointing himself as her full-time carer. However, as his irascible grandmother's health deteriorates, M's initially selfish motivations are replaced by respect and love for his relative, thrusting him into conflict with the wider toxic politics of his family, who all must confront their own guilt and shame over how they've treated Mengju. If the plot of Lan Ma sounds like a film about family you've heard many times before, then you wouldn't be wrong, as the moving power of its drama utilizes well-trodden conventions that nearly anyone watching can relate to, whether it be from the debates about who will care for Mengju as her health worsens, to who will inherit her home after she's gone. There's a strong chance you'll recognize traits of your own family, or indeed yourself, in the characters, and be reminded of the more painful moments in your own family life that you've shared with them, bringing an emotional universality to the ordeal of the frail yet prickly Mengju that we can't help but empathize with, embodied through an astonishingly vulnerable performance by Usha Siamkum, a 78-year-old actress making her feature film debut after being discovered by a modeling agency during an elderly dance competition. The chemistry she has with Asarantanakul's M will have you fighting back smiles and, yes, inevitable tears. But the arc that M completes by the story's climax ensures Lan Ma is no morose tearjerker. Instead, the lessons it provides offer an honest, at times harsh, but nevertheless beautiful observation on life. That age does not necessarily bring wisdom, that kindness between blood is never guaranteed, that responsibility from others should never be taken for granted. Lessons some learn in their youth, like M, others in old age, and some never learn at all. Fortunately for us, there are filmmakers like Pat Boonnitipat to remind us to cherish the time we have with our elders before the day comes when we take their place.